What's good with y'all? You already know what time it is. We got 10 dumbest things billionaires but let's see what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Better get a little thumbnail real quick. Hold on. Simple. We had 3 seconds.
Just because you're rich doesn't mean you're smart. As we've seen time and time again, the more zeros lining the bank accounts of the wealthy, the more willing they are to splurge without a worry in the world. Fast cars and a few decked out mansions, those kind of purchases we can understand. What we can't quite wrap our heads around, though, are Versace-printed garbage bags, diamond-encrusted toilet seats, and $15 million iPhones. What's the dumbest thing you've ever bought? Whatever it is, there's no way it compares to these high-roller transactions. Some billionaires splurge on rare pieces of art. Others get a little adventurous and adopt a few expensive, exotic pets. But for billionaire hedge fund manager Steve Cohen, it was a case of a little bit from column A and a little bit from column B. The money-loaded investor purchased perhaps the world's most bizarre work of contemporary art back in 2004. Cast your eye toward this 14-foot tiger shark, perfectly preserved thanks to a combination of alcohol and formaldehyde. This piece was originally purchased by art connoisseur Charles Saatchi for, get this, $93,000. But that was way back in 1992. When it changed hands to Steve Cohen, that number absolutely skyrocketed. While the official figure is undisclosed, New York Magazine reported the purchase to be between $8 and $12 million. Ridiculous, right? Maybe still not as ridiculous as the name of the fortified fish. It's called The Physical Impossibility of Death in the Mind of Someone Living. While peculiar, it's an astonishing piece of art, nonetheless. Far more astonishing, however, is the priceless, world-famous ceiling painting in the Sistine Chapel. Buying this centuries-old artwork would be near impossible. So, guess who, none other than Kanye West, went ahead and did the next best thing. For a cool $350,000, almost 100 times the average American salary, the divisive rapper had the Sistine Chapel recreated in his own home. A ridiculously expensive home, for that matter. Of course, there's one teeny tiny difference.
Hey, we paused that 201. I ain't gonna lie, that's art right there, you know what I'm saying? But bro got it around his house. I mean, when you got money like that, that's when people do that, you know. But bro got it around his house. I never do that. 201 we started.
Between the original painting and Kanye's version. Can you see it?
Oh, see that?
Yeezy has decided that he should be God.
208 we stopped. That's correct. That's correct. Let me see it. I'm not even screen recording. 208 we started. God.
No, you're not God, Kanye. Not even close. West says he's worth $3.3 billion, but Forbes pegs his net worth a little closer to $1.3 billion. Either way, he's more than equipped to shell out bucket loads of cash on some of the finer, more unnecessary things in life. When it comes to splurging money in every direction, Kanye certainly is one of the frontrunners. However, compared to Russian billionaire businessman Roman Abramovich, the rapper's credit card bill is almost insignificant. Best known outside Russia as the owner of the Premier League football club Chelsea, of all of Roman's countless insane...
Pause 242. You know what I'm saying? Wait till we get up there. Next thing you know, shoot, what? Bobo purchasing a $12 million toilet. You know what I'm saying? 242 we started.
Purchases, there is one we just can't stop drooling over. Take a peek at this monster of a yacht. Dubbed the Eclipse, this incredible super yacht was acquired back in 2010, following a whopping 5 years of design and construction. The boat can accommodate up to 66 crew and 36 guest members, boasts a 52-foot swimming pool, and an interior that would rival even some of America's most luxurious houses. All up, the Eclipse offers 6,000 square feet of living space, spread across 11 lavish staterooms and suites. The yacht itself is marvelous, that we can't deny. But because of their colossal upkeep and maintenance costs, seldom is a boat an intelligent investment. Okay, so let's talk numbers. The yacht is currently priced at over $500 million. Yes, with a B, I said billion. And if the purchase price wasn't eye-watering enough, he spends an additional $65 million to maintain the super yacht every single darn year. To put that in perspective, it would take the average Joe 1,625 years of full-time work just to cover 1 year of the yacht's upkeep. Come on. The vessel sports more bedrooms and bathrooms than guests know what to do with, but hey, it's not like they're made of solid gold or anything. This joint is, though. Can you imagine what it would be like to live in a $12 million loft? How about one with a completely golden bathroom? Found over in Manhattan's Tribeca neighborhood at 69 Worcester Street, one undisclosed seller was offloading this truly one-of-a-kind apartment. Look, we've got no issue with a touch of extravagance every now and then, but is a shimmering golden toilet really necessary? It doesn't exactly scream wise investment. The price tag on the entire apartment is enormous, but a sizable slice of that is dedicated, of course, to the bathroom. Even the tub is solid gold. Those kinds of absurd purchases are actually much more common than most expect. Mike Tyson spent just over $2.2 million back in his heyday on his very own 24-karat gold bathtub, and a number of other celebrities have followed suit. Even Ben Affleck has gotten in on the snazzy toilet action. In the early 2000s, back when he and Jennifer Lopez were Hollywood's latest it couple, the all-star actor forked out for one mighty strange and, in hindsight, rather dumb gift. For $105,000, Ben gifted J-Lo, get this, a toilet seat. But not just any toilet seat, one which was adorned with shimmering rubies, sparkling sapphires, expensive pearls, and one brilliant diamond. Apparently, the Gone Girl star even designed the gift himself. Why? Because in his own words back then, quote, Jennifer is my princess and she deserves only the best, even when it comes to toilets. As you'd expect, the gift was a disaster. No wonder the relationship didn't last. Fast forward to today and Ben Affleck sports an impressive net worth of $130 million. Turns out that when you stop buying ludicrous gifts, you can actually save a few bucks. Who would have thought? Yet the wealth of his former partner is even more impressive. Lopez has an estimated net worth of $400 million thanks to her countless albums, Las Vegas residency, and regular movie and TV show appearances. While she hasn't been known to buy bedazzled washrooms, she's been more than happy to part with her cash for fast cars and enormous mansions, including a new $40 million property in Florida. In fact, we've actually got an entire video about the Floridian Palace. Check it out after this video. The link's over in the description. Anyway, back to those thick-skulled purchases. Granted, when we're teenagers, we all do a few silly things now and then, but when Justin Bieber was a teenager, when he was raking in millions before he was even allowed to drive a car, he had much more opportunity to do dumb stuff. Case in point, instead of putting his earnings into savings accounts back in 2011, he decided that he just had to buy himself a new accessory. This Stewie Griffin...
Pause at 6. You pause at 6:20. I ain't gonna lie. Justin, he be a young boy. That's the new Justin Bieber. I remember Justin Bieber, bro, was popping. Yeah, nah, he be a young boy. Let me just play the video.
Diamond necklace. The Family Guy inspired pendant is set with 12-karat diamonds and rubies on 14-karat gold. How much did he waste on this new bling? More money than most kids can even comprehend. $25,000. At the time, you could have bought 80 of the latest iPhones. That is, of course, assuming that the iPhone wasn't bedazzled with every shimmering jewel imaginable. Just as we saw with the over-the-top golden bathroom, so long as you're rich enough, you can cover whatever your heart desires in gold, rubies, and heck, even black diamonds. Belonging to an under-wraps businessman from Hong Kong, this one-of-a-kind iPhone 5 was blinged out 6 ways from Sunday, thanks to the commissioning of iconic UK-based craftsman Stuart Hughes. Clearly not afraid to spend big, the seriously rich businessman spent a heart-stopping $15 million, making this, at the time, the world's most expensive smartphone. Crazy, right? So what does 15 mil get you? Rare white diamonds to line the outer casing in the Apple logo, with 600 white diamonds in total. On top of that, a full gold dressing encased the rear section in solid gold, with yet another 53 flawless diamonds to boot. While that adds up to a hugely expensive price tag...
Pause at 7:27. Look, they really just be investing. Y'all be thinking, oh, he's stupid, why would they be investing that money? You know what I'm saying? Like, most rappers, they'll buy a chain and invest their money. They put that money in it. Cause when they go back to sell it in the future, you know what I'm saying? But hey, 7:27 we started.
What really inflates the value is the home button. See? It's no home button at all. It's a 26-karat black diamond. Can you imagine if the owner dropped it? He really did. Sliding over to our next obscure expense, it should come as no surprise to hear that the spender in this case is none other than the wacky and wild Lady Gaga. Whether she's hatching from an egg at the Grammys or sporting a dress made entirely of meat, the singer has never been shy to spend on something unique. While Gaga is no stranger to eccentric behaviors, there's one purchase in particular that really makes no sense at all. Back in 2010, the beloved artist legitimately spent 50,000 smackaroonies on a state-of-the-art electromagnetic field meter to detect nearby spirits. In other words, she hired the Ghostbusters. Why? Because she claimed that a spirit named Ryan was chasing her. So she wanted to inspect every concert venue she was about to perform in before taking center stage. Typically, the richer you are, the more hard-earned cash you can afford to waste. So it was...
She's so... When you got so much money... Let me tell y'all why she's so rich. She got so much money that she believed that someone was chasing her and spent her money on that to see what it was, because that's what she had believed in. That's what she believed in. But when you that rich, you gonna do some dumb shit like that, bro. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? We got 824. We got a real big model. I ain't even record. I gotta go back and edit on my phone. I gotta screen record this video, put it on my phone, because I'm recording. I'm reacting off the phone. So I gotta... Bro, let's get back to it. 824. Next video, I'm doing this move. No edits. We trying to keep it simple as possible, okay? Fast and simple as possible. Alright. 824, we started.
Only a matter of time before we arrived at the world's richest man, Jeff Bezos. The Amazon founder, who's now worth a staggering $175 billion, has made plenty of clever decisions in his lifetime. One which he's admitted being rather foolish, however, is when he threw $250 million out the window to acquire the Washington Times in 2013. The Wall Street Journal called it an out-of-the-blue deal. Years later, Bezos stated that he did absolutely no due diligence. He just accepted the first number that the seller dished up. Whether you're worth $175 or $175 billion, not searching for the best price for any purchase is flat out dumb. With an estimated net worth of $28 billion, the pockets of our next esteemed guest might not be as deep as Mr. Bezos, but his garage is far, far more impressive. When you're loaded, having a collection of 10, maybe 20 cars is unnecessary, but arguably acceptable. The Sultan of Brunei throws that idea out the window. His legendary fleet contains between 5,000 and 7,000 of the world's rarest, finest, most expensive cars. We'd legitimately be here till the next zombie apocalypse if we listed them all. Highlights among the esteemed collection include at least 21 Lamborghinis, 452 Ferraris, and 604 Rolls-Royce models, including the $14 million Star of India convertible. All up, his vehicle collection is valued at, ready? $5 billion, according to Top Speed. If he were to drive one car per day, it would take him 19 years to cycle through his collection. Utterly ridiculous, wouldn't you agree? Almost as ridiculous are the billionaires who decide they need to buy luxury, designer, high-quality trash bags like those coming from Versace. Believe it or not, Versace actually has competition in the space. Spanish luxury brand Beast, which specializes in a variety of junk-themed accessories, is offering those with deep enough pockets the chance to buy $423 garbage bags made entirely of leather. What a world we live in. So tell us, what's the dumbest thing you've ever bought? Let us know in the comments down below.